Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Survival Minecraft. Last time we left off at this bastion that I'm about to tear down. We just wanted to get a good view from up here, so hopefully I don't get shot before I run back inside. So yeah, let's go ahead and tear this thing down and find our way back home. Alright guys, some serious pro tips for those of you that decide to go adventuring off into the Nether or any sort of project far away from your base, especially somewhere like the Nether that's really dangerous. And yeah, don't go taking off with one pickaxe that's almost dead already and then forget to bring your ender chest to have your backup pickaxe and then decide to ride a strider on a lava lake all the way across 1,500 blocks across the Nether lava lakes, find a bastion, and then realize you can't get back because your strider took off. You can't find another one because you don't have a saddle. You don't have your e-chest to mine your way back on the Nether roof like I would normally would. So what I had to resort to doing is crafting stone pickaxe after stone pickaxe out of the black stone that's in the bastion, so I had to use a lot of my blackstone to craft stone pickaxes. Luckily, I brought wood with me for whatever reason. I usually don't bring extra materials. I just keep it in my e-chest, but luckily I had brought like a half a stack of logs, and crafting stone pickaxes, I was able to mine my way back 1,500 blocks of the Nether. It took about an hour and a half to do, and I probably went through anywhere from 30 to 40 pickaxes. So just a pro tip for you guys. Prepare when you're going to do a project. Just prepare. Think about what you're going to do. Think it through. Anyways, let's move on with the episode. I got back over here, and because I was frustrated with wasting so much time just digging back in the Nether, I didn't get to record as much as I wanted to last night. I basically just sat in my bed and was digging in the Nether, just trying to get home. And so when I finally got home, I've just been sitting here. I dropped in some food for these guys so to see if they would breed up to the 22, because there's 22 beds, 22 workstations, 20 or 22 workstations. But I wanted to get them bred up and see if they would breed in here, and they would. So I got 22 villagers now, even though one's a nitwit. But I don't think it matters after 20. I think 20 is the magical number to get 2 golem spawns at the same time. And yeah, it hasn't been, crazy rates, but compared to what Bedrock was before, this is already insane because I haven't really been here that long. So it's spitting out some good amount of iron. I think it'll just get better and better as these villagers have grown up. A lot of them just grew up recently, so it's probably not going to spit out a ton so far, but just wanted to give you an update on that. So I do want to go back to the bastion and start tearing that down, but I needed to come back here, clear my inventory, make sure I grabbed an e-chest and had backup pickaxes in here. I did do a little bit of mining last night before I went to bed, and yeah, just got a little bit more diamonds here, as you can see, just because in case I need to buy some more stuff at the shop later on, I want to be able to have those diamonds. I don't want to be diamond poor this season, even though I don't have a shop. So that's really my way of getting diamonds, is through mining. And I had a little bit of time after, that whole thing I went through last night. So first things first, let me get my inventory all settled out here, and then we'll mine our way back over to the bastion and start tearing it down and bringing stuff back. Well, I'm just sitting here looking at my inventory and looking at my ender chest and just really going over the whole process of what just happened and trying to see if there's anything else I need to bring. It really would be beneficial to have a saddle and a couple things that I can't craft or can't find in the Nether, like extra e-chests. And yeah, you can see that they're in here, but yeah, if I don't have an e-chest to get to it, then it doesn't really matter. But I will bring some stuff for torches and have some wood and a crafting table. I actually probably bring these on me just in case I have to go through all that again. But yeah, I think we're ready to go back. So I'll start mining my way over there and I'll meet you at the bastion. So I came up to the top corner of this side over here, and it doesn't appear that there's anything above Y65, 66. I think the 66 was the tallest block. So I'm just going to go ahead and take out these 2 layers here and go all the way across to see if there is a perimeter. I think these things are mostly in a cube shape or a rectangle shape. So I'm just going to go out as far as I can and see if I could find that border and then be able to properly mine downwards. But as far as going up anymore, I don't think I'm going to have to. I think this is as high as it goes. It ended up making a whole lot of sense to putting most of this into the e-chest, so I have a lot more inventory space to work with now, so I'll just go ahead and keep digging. I think I've reached the full potential of my inventory. As you can see, I've just filled it up, and I've resorted to throwing away sticks and quartz and different things just to make room for all this blackstone that I want to take back. And as I was digging down, I noticed that the edge of this thing is right here and over the lava. So when I come back next time, I think what I'm going to do is make make sure I bring some fire resistance potions because, yeah, that saved me a lot last time when I explored the Nether, falling into lava a couple times on accident. Those fire resistance potions really did help because swimming in lava is kind of impossible, and without it, I would have burned to death and lost all my stuff, well, except for the netherite stuff. But then I'd have to come back and get it, and yeah, I don't want to waste all this work. Anyways, long story short, I'm done here. I'm going to go take a trip back and then keep on mining. Well, it's now a couple days later, and I've spent quite some time going back and forth between the bastion, bringing back blackstone, and working on the base quite a bit, which I'll show you in a second. But one of the things that happened over the weekend is Mojang decided to release a new Minecraft beta that changes the piglin trading to now include blackstone. So very good news for future use because we will have a renewable source of blackstone without having to go mining and searching for it. So that'll be good, but it also makes me feel like I wasted my time, you know, spending hours back and forth getting all the blackstone we have now. But I am happy that we were able to start the base. And as you can see, it's changed quite a bit from the last time you've seen it. This is about 2 inventories worth of blackstone around the outside. And it is a lot more than it appears because it's kind of tall. It goes along the edge of the island. It's only half the circle done so far. And also along the inner part of the circle, I've started laying cobblestone slabs just so I can have a good floor platform so I can place the basalt blocks the right way up so it has the cobble look on the top. So I needed a block underneath to be able to place it on. And so the easiest way to do that was just to get cobblestone and make slabs and just slab this whole thing up. So you can see I've done half of it. I purposely left this half untouched for now so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing, you know, before and after type thing. You can see at the very top of the circle out there, there's a little bit of a bridge going out into that ice biome. The plan is to move that portal over to that bridge. So when you come out of that portal and you come into the base, you get a grand view of the whole base. But what's your base going to look like? You might be asking, because I haven't told you guys yet. And I keep saying, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later. So I guess it's about time I told you what the plans were for the season. This base won't be symmetrical at all. As you can see, I laid out a symmetrical circle just to kind of get the sizing right for the base and have a good platform to start with. But you'll notice that these nether bricks or these blackstone on the side, it's not symmetrical at all. And sometimes it indents and sometimes it goes out. It's not even in a perfect circle shape. This will be very ruined. And yeah, I'll put piles of bricks and broken bricks outside here and just debris all along the edge. It's going to look really cool, and it's really hard to describe the idea that I have in my head for it, but it's just going to be, you know, think of a Gothic style castle, maybe a little bit medieval, but it's going to be using mostly only the nether blocks. So the blackstone, the new nether woods, a lot of the fire, the blue fire and lava. And yeah, it's going to be a very dark themed base for sure. And I'm really glad that they added something like the blackstone because this is going to look really cool as far as, you know, an evil castle using all new nether blocks. So that's the idea I have. I know it's kind of underwhelming because I'm not giving you imagery or really descriptive words, but I really do have a cool idea in my head, like a tower for the middle to hide this gold farm, maybe a tower over here to hide this iron farm and add another iron farm up above, because I think Y value, they can be about 70, 80 blocks apart maybe. So I could build another one up there and put a tower there. And yeah, it's just going to be, it's going to be really cool, I promise. Also forgot to show you that I started a map of the island. I really regret not doing this from the beginning so we can kind of get a before and after of the island and surrounding area of what we've done along the season. But yeah, this is the first map that I got. I didn't think about it in time. So this is the progress for now, and I'll keep you guys updated on these as we go. All right, step 1 for the day is to tear down the old portal and move it over to its new home. And we'll see if that links up automatically or not. And we'll have to do some design changes in the nether. But yeah, I want to get everything at least sorted into its new home to where it's going to be permanently so we can start getting the visual layout of where everything's going to be. Because yeah, all these temporary things everywhere, I'm just gonna have to tear down and move eventually anyway. So we may as well do that now while there's nothing else here and nothing else in the way. So let me go ahead and move this portal over there and I'll be back. So I'm extending this bridge out and turning around every so often just to kind of check what the base is gonna look like when you would come through the portal. I will have maybe a little bit of a bigger platform out here when you come in. So it won't be just this, you know, skinny little bridge. This is all temporary, but I think this is a good distance from the base that you can get an idea of what it's going to look like. So we'll just go ahead and build a temporary portal here. We'll make a, you know, an official design later. I just want to make sure that this all syncs up, because if it doesn't, then I got to go change it in the nether. So let's go ahead and finish this up and we will light it and let's go through and test it. All right, well, it synced up going through. So we have the same portal in the Nether. Now let's go back and see if it syncs up with that one or if it generates a new one. I'm assuming it's going to go back in the same one because it's not that far away. So let's see, fingers crossed. And yep, it synced right up and I fell through. So yeah, that'll work. This will be cool. All right, now how do I get back into the base? All right, we finally got the main design down. This is just the basic design so far. I'm gonna add some timing and different things to sort of automate this. But for right now, we got 5 of the piglins trapped in their own chambers. You can see that each one has a dropper behind it. So to enable this farm, what we're gonna do is you put in gold into this minecart hopper up here, turn on the lever that's in the front, and that will distribute the gold equally to all the droppers. And then when you want to do a trade, you just click this button here and you can see the gold drops in each of the chambers. Some pick it up and some don't. I tried to supplement this just with a pulse extender here just to lock the hopper for a little bit longer, so they had more chance to pick up the gold. But it seems that if they don't pick up the gold instantly, they just don't pick it up at all. I don't know if it's just a sight thing or where the gold falls, but I noticed that that didn't really help. So I could probably take this pulse extender out. And then you see that they trade pretty instantly. And that's because with the button press, it also moves this gold block over, which triggers their aggro, I guess, and sort of glitches them into forcing a trade instantly. So you don't have to wait the 5 or 6 seconds, whatever it is for the gold. So see, they pick it up and then the piston moves back and they each trade. So I could just sit here with this button, wait for them to trade, and then they drop it, hit the button, they trade, and then they drop. And as you can see, some of them had actually given themselves soul sand boots. None of them had any armor on when I put them in there. And so now 4 of them have boots. And I've only been doing this farm just for a little while. And you can see I've already filled up 1 chest and I'm working my way on the 2nd. And so what I want to do next is sort of slab out this area and make it a mob proof place because I keep getting raided by piglins and hoglins. In addition to that, I want to make a sorting system over here. So I cleared out this area and I don't know how many items there are. I want to say there's anywhere from 12 to 15 different ones. And I also want to future proof it, for future use in case they add blackstone or add anything else. So I want to add a couple modules to extend it out in case something happens in the future. So I dug out more than enough room, I think. So what I want to do is just gather all the wood that I need, make all the chests, and make a sorting system back here to finish that part off. And then make the slabbed off area inside up here. So let me go ahead and do all that and we will be back. Well, it is kind of a strange issue that we figured out, but Darren was nice enough to come over and help me out. And we figured out just by process of elimination, by removing blocks and replacing blocks, that if they had any sort of block, glass or half slab or full block in front of this hopper, then they just wouldn't trade. So now that we just don't have a block there, now they're all trading perfectly fine. So I don't know what that is, what that's all about. And that kind of messes up my design because I didn't want to have to see the hoppers. So yeah, I don't know what to do about that. Maybe I can do a block underneath and just, embrace the hopper look, but whatever, it is what it is. We got it working now. So thanks, Darren. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. I just fell through my floor, wasn't paying attention. And yeah, there was a big hole in the floor. Luckily I survived the fall, fell into the lava and had to dig myself out. But yeah, I'm going to do it again. But yeah, that was a experience. I got to figure out how to get back up. All right, well, we got the traders working again. We ended up having an accident with these 2 guys escaping, so I had to replenish it with 2 more piglins, which took quite a long time. I ran out of blackstone, so you see this ugly basalt on the walls, so this won't stay here. But I'm out of time for this episode, and I need a lot more blackstone, so I'll do that between episodes and fix this up. But I wanted to show you guys at least some of the idea behind what I want this room to look like. I want it to have these red veins coming up the sides and the corners, and then the blackstone walls. I think I will take out these polished stairs because they don't have the black tint like the bricks do. So I'll trade it with the brick version of these stairs just to keep that going. And then all this basalt will be taken out and replaced with blackstone. As far as the roof, I don't really know if I like the purple next to this red or not. I really wish this was more of a red color to kind of match this a little bit better, but it is what it is. I'm not sure if I like it or not, so that might come out as well. But you can see these guys are now trading again. I'll go ahead and show this for you. So, and I might be out of gold, so of course it's not going to work, but I'll go ahead and replenish that between episodes and just trust me, it's working now. But down here, I worked on the sorting system. All the redstone in the back is done. This is the Impulse SV sorting system, which doesn't work 100% on Bedrock, but it's quick and easy to set up. So you can see that even though we have leather and string sorted down there, sometimes they do get through the system and end up down here, which is fine because as you can see, it's not very much. And yeah, it doesn't really matter. I don't mind moving stuff here and there because it already provides so much that it doesn't really matter. But you can see in this chest over here that we have gold recycled through the system that I can just take back. And I do want to set that up to automatically sort itself and go back into the hopper over here. So maybe I'll do that in between episodes as well. Figure out a way to make that work. Yeah, like I said, I'm out of time and I want to get this video out to you guys. There's just been a lot of stuff going on. I was gone for a couple days and just lots of things happen in this episode to make it take forever. So let's go ahead and test this. You can see that they will pick these up now. It's always a hit or miss if all of them pick them up or not. A lot of times they don't pick them up. You get like 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5, sometimes 1, sometimes none. Sometimes they all do, but yeah, you can see it goes really fast and I'm really happy with it. Well, that's going to be it for me today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. It really does help the channel, and any comment that you leave really does help as well. And if you're new to this channel or haven't subscribed yet, please make sure to hit the subscribe button to follow along. And other than that, I will see you guys next time. Bye.